Hello everybody, I'm here outside with the wolves and I'm not going to put my phone on a stand because otherwise they're just going to knock it over, but I really wanted to sit outside. I just returned from my morning exercise. It's a strange time. Not lots of people can show up for yoga, and I see we're still in a space where we struggle to commit, so we'll talk about that as well. But because the COVID cases here are so high, we don't really mingle at this stage, so people don't really come to the yoga class. And this morning when nobody showed up and nobody connected online, I decided to take to the streets and go for a 6-kilometer fast walk to just get everything out of my system. Because at this stage we feel the panic and the fear and everything so much. So the question is again, how do we find our own balance and how do we commit to ourselves? But I didn't draw a card today because Archangel Ashtar came through and walked with me this morning, and we spoke a lot about what is going on and what is part of the energy of the week. So he said to me, it's really a time to reconnect and recommit. So the reconnection is about reconnecting to yourself. Again, the balance, the self-love. And what do we do for ourselves to make sense of our world and the way we perceive life? So it's reconnection to the self, reconnection to the people around you, to really connect into who they are, why they are present in your life, how to have joy within those relationships, and also to not go into the fear of what you think they are playing out for you. I see the energies of disconnection, of abandonment, of not being good enough, really playing on our emotions at this stage. Also on Finn's emotions, it seems. Look at him, he just wants to be on top of my feet. Very needy. But in a way, that's how we are. We want to connect to what makes sense to us. We want to see our worth in the world and with spirit. We want to know that we are good enough for God. But what does God mean to you? What does spirit mean to you? How do you connect to spirit? And how do you make that reconnection happen? I was really sort of flustered last week when I said to a lady before she makes an important choice, did she ask spirit? Did she confirm with spirit that that's what she truly needs? And she said to me, but you can get your messages from spirit, I can't. And it's scary to me that people still believe that. Why don't you dig deeper? Why don't you allow the knowing to come to you? Why don't you ask? And ask to be shown, either through messages from nature. Yes, Odin. Hello, Din Din. Messages from nature, signs, symbols, things like that. Just ask, just be aware, stop living unconsciously. But fear creates that in us. And Ashtar said to me this morning, you know, we are just made up of our fears and our hopes. But unfortunately, we believe so much more in our fears, and we create those fears. And yes, we are going through a time where we still surrender, where we see we cannot be in control. So it might feel like your dreams are crashing down, or things that you were hoping for, or that looked like it was manifesting at the beginning of the year, like my Croatia trip. I was really excited about that. It's not happening, but what can I be grateful for? What can I hope for? What can I still believe for myself? So the energies are bringing us down, but you need to choose to reconnect and reconnect with nature. Spend time in nature. Don't go through life oblivious of the beauty that surrounds you. Yes, I don't have a mountain, I don't have an ocean, but I've got trees, I've got birds, I've got sunshine, I've got my animals. and just focus on what is there for you and what makes sense to you. And that's all that's important. And also in your work and with relationships, really reconnect to it and make sense of why it is there and what it is trying to teach you in moving forward and what to believe for yourself. So reconnect to the spaces that you're in, your home, your workspace, everywhere that you go, your own mall, your own streets. Just reconnect to that beingness of what is around you and the aliveness of it and how life flows through it the whole time to show you that it's aware of you being there, being present. But it can only reach out its fingers to you. You need to reach out your fingers back. So, it's that connection. So that is what Ashtar wants to say to us. We are supported in this. But reconnect to the way that you see life and you see spirit, and redefine it if you need to, in a way that makes sense to you, where you are right now, and how you need that in your life right now. And when the fears come up, I've seen lots of fears in myself as well coming up. Fear of failure, fear of not doing enough, fear of not being good enough, and also knowing where we need to allow support, where we need to allow ourselves to talk to somebody, or go for therapy, or go for hypnotherapy that will help you to resolve that within your being so that we can clean it out. So there's still that sense of clarity this week. Remember last week with the clear crystals and the white crystals? We're still in that space to really connect to the white and the clear. And there's a white wolf. So just, be with yourself. Love yourself enough to connect to the divine and the divine within you. And that knowing, we are never disconnected from it unless we choose to be. So put a practice in place. Go walking, go meditating, go do something that is joyful and fun for you, so that you can calm your mind and just get out of that fear. This being disconnected from the world has had lots of power, and it brought us lots of wisdom and good intentions. But we also start feeling very alone because we cannot connect to friends in the way that we think we should. But connect in the way that you can right now. Be aware when you think of somebody to reach out and ask how they are. And allow others to do the same for you. I hope you have a peaceful and fruitful week. See what you want to do this week. See where you want your mind to go this week. And just allow the angels to support you, or your loved ones on the other side, or just God, whatever makes sense to you. This is what we need on earth right now. People have been asking me, where do I see the future of our country going? It doesn't matter what the future holds or what we fear the future holds, because everybody that asks me that, I wonder if they don't want to hear the negative. But to me, every time things explodes and there's chaos, we are also shown the beauty of peace and standing together. So be that peace, be that beauty in the world, and take that responsibility for yourself to create peace in your own world, and then it will just flow out to others and to the rest of the world. Remember, you can still send your name or that of a loved one or pet to me to be added to my prayer and healing book. I'm sending you lots of love. I want to say be strong, because we have to be, but allow the help to be and to allow you to be strong. Okay. Bye, guys.